Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Good Boxing Podcast with your host, Josh Sias. I want to make this short and sweet, give you an update on what happened. Carl Frampton just got crushed by Jamel Herring. What a statement victory. And I want to sit here and say, I don't like being right about a lot of things. And I don't care if I'm right or not. But in the prediction, we predicted a pretty convincing win for Jamel Herring. I mentioned that Carl Frampton could potentially get hurt by trying to jump in, trying to close the gap, and you saw the physicality play a major role in this fight. En route, Carl Frampton was dropped 2 times, and then the referee did the right thing because Jamel Herring was putting his hands on Carl Frampton, and it wasn't going to end well. Carl Frampton indicated that it's time for him to stop fighting and he wants to kind of retire. And I think it is time. All respect, Carl Frampton. You did a fantastic job in your career. You did a lot of things, and you were fighter of the year. You can't take that away from you, and you are a true champion. I'm glad that you're kind of seeing that it is towards the end of the road, and it's time to kind of go out when sure wasn't all the way on top, losing to Jamel Herring, someone that's budding right now in terms of his career. He's pretty sharp. He's doing his thing and he's in title contention and arguably one of the top 130 pounders. When you think about 130 pounds, you got Shakur Stevenson, who right now isn't really tested, doesn't have a belt, but he is certainly one of the best prospects in the division. You got guys like Jojo Diaz, who also is a champion. However, he did relinquish his belt due to scale issues. You also got Tevin Farmer, who is a integral part of the 130-pound division and arguably can beat anyone on paper on a good night. You also have the man that just knocked out and sent shockwaves to the boxing world, Oscar Valdez, who knocked out Miguel Burchell. So 130 pounds is shaking up to be a fantastic division, and I'm excited. I mean, I'm not happy that Carl Frampton got knocked out because it's never good to see someone take the kind of punishment they were taking, especially at the end of their career. And you just saw he was outmatched in this fight. But I gotta sit here and say it's a great division. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, maybe Herring should fight Valdez. Uh-uh. Valdez needs to wait, sit back, let the fight with him, Shakur Stevenson, marinate, or Herring. Herring should fight Stevenson. Let Stevenson finally show that he's worthy of all the accolades and laureates that we give him. He's certainly a talented fighter, but he has not fought anyone of even Jamel Herring's caliber. He needs to sit down. He needs to fight with somebody, get a name on his belt. And I think Jamel Herring is that name. And plus, he'll actually have a belt. So you bring a belt to the table. You already know Oscar Valdez is looking for greatness, looking to gain belts and potentially become undisputed champion at 130. And look, with the Canelo team, he's looking great. But I think it's just time for Shakur Stevenson to finally step up and fight somebody. The fight's easy to make. Both fighters are on ESPN. Bob Arum, I don't know what you're trying to do, but this is certainly a fight you just need to make, and I think it should be made. I don't want to see the Valdez and Herring because I don't think Shakur Stevenson should just fight Valdez after that fight for all the belts if they were all to have them. So I think Shakur Stevenson really needs to step up, and this is his opportunity. And I could see Bob Arum trying to get him a strap in order to make this fight a reality. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tidbit. Carl Frampton got I gotta sit here and say just demolished by Jamel Herring. Got dropped twice and then eventually stopped. Never really got into his rhythm. You saw that Jamel Herring had a very intelligent game plan, box a little bit, make Carl Frampton run into something. And sure enough, he ran into the only left uppercut. My God, Carl Frampton. I thought he wasn't going to get up after that uppercut, but he did. He's a tough guy, and that's all testament to Carl Frampton. But it's been a while. Kind of been on a hot streak with these picks, and thank God because for a while between Jessica McCaskill, Jackson Mariñez, the picks were looking shaky. And thank you for sticking with me. That's the episode for today. Follow the boxing podcast on Instagram at Good Boxing Podcast. And if you're not subscribed, feel free to hit that button, hit the like, and enjoy. Have a very nice weekend.